Good morning, folks. Today is number 7 for me. That is a whole week. Boom! Oh my god. That's actually an entire week of like habits that I've tried to put down for myself as well. That's awesome. I just realized that. And you guys are all about to be on the 7th day as well. My dag crew, my dag army, my dag boat of ascension. Yeah. We're up in here, nice and cold. It's a Saturday morning. I have the whole day off, free to myself, but it's not like I'm gonna be, I'm not gonna laze around in any way. Not that lazing around is bad. Enjoy yourself, have your leisure time when you can, and I will too at the end of the night. But for me today, filled with lots of plans. I've scheduled down what I want to do. I'm gonna keep busy, just because I have things in mind that I want to get accomplished, and putting them down really a lot's in my mind, like how long I want to put them, when I'm gonna do them, but I don't let it run me. I love it. I love it. It's nice and cold. I'm gonna do a workout. These gloves, I work out in gloves to try and emulate the shoveling that I'm gonna be doing for my tree planting. A little Olympic lifting with this platform. I've already showed it, and the treadmill, obviously. Yeah. What's something interesting to talk about in the morning? I relish in waking up early lately. Like when I don't wake up early, I hate it. I hate that this personification of laziness and orderliness and lack of diligence. I named Zach inside of me. Zach is like my everything that I hate about myself. I refuse to let him be the commander of the ship at this point, and Doel will be the one. So waking up feels really good, being productive. You feel really accomplished. You feel so great, especially since this first week is over. What's next? I'm gonna go talk to a counselor, or not talk to a counselor, but look up stuff about a counselor for seeing what I should do to make sure I can get into, like, to start this psychology course, at least start towards getting into the psychology courses. You know, going back to school, 25 years old, that's kind of scary. Not super late, but later than, well, I tried college in the beginning, but I didn't know what I liked, so I did a lot of things. A little bit of history of Doel, I guess. Work history after high school. I did a little bit of Langara, like English and criminology, but I didn't feel like they were for me. I didn't feel like writing essays upon essays was about things I didn't care about was for me. Worked at Starbucks for 3 years. Really enjoyed that. I moved out on my own for a little while for that. And then I played lots of League of Legends during that time. I got pretty good too. I feel like I got to platinum without many games. I did maybe in 30 or 50 games. I haven't played League of Legends in like 3 years though. I don't like it because it's a team-oriented sport and you have to rely on others a lot, where like in individual games like fighting games and now Fortnite, the shooter, which is the only shooter that I really like. Halo was the only thing I liked before. You rely solely basically on yourself, and I like that a lot because you can improve yourself, and if others choose not to improve themselves, you don't have to rely on them. In any case, and then after that I went to BCIT to do alarm technician. I didn't enjoy that. I wanted to try and be a music producer because I always loved music. It was always to inspire people, hopefully make them feel good. I have a song called To Be, which is basically to try and bring out like against my depression when I was like 16 years old, and I have a couple other songs. Maybe I'll play it one day. Not for the vlog though, probably for my channel. And then after that, I thought about massage therapy. I applied to all these schools too. I paid money to apply to these schools, but in the end, they never felt right. And I like to follow my instincts. I'm working currently at GNC, and through that, like, I learned a ton about nutrition through like self-education combined with like education that I could around the industry. And also, I already knew about training, but I like advanced my training knowledge even further. I got to a 455 deadlift, not even, like, it didn't even look like I struggled that much. 225 clean and jerk, you know, a 335 squat. Like, these are all, they're not amazing numbers, but they're fairly good in, like, not a very long period of time, in my opinion. But I didn't feel like that was the way I was meant to help people either. And so at this point, like, it took such heartbreak, but mindset to clear my mind to realize I need to connect to lots of people. I know I'm going to always use the internet to connect to people. Definitely gaming will be in my life in some shape or form, but the mind makes the most sense to me. The mind has the mental, that's where all the ruts come from. And I want to be able to learn where they come from and how to give practical steps and behaviors and habits to fix that, to get better, to pull the dead carcass from under the house that you would, like the bad rut in your head, pull it out from the house. You have to acknowledge it, you know, and really take steps to making it all better. In any case, that's the reason why I've realized, like, I'm fairly empathetic. My speaking's, I'm fairly well spoken. And I get people excited, I get people motivated. Maybe hints of motivational speaker in there, but that won't be the main thing, because that doesn't sound like something I want to do. I want to work with individuals and widespread out messages on a different scape, for sure. Yeah. That's the working history, I'd say, of Doel. And there's probably a little bits that I missed out there, like I worked for Salvation Army for a little while. Not a real army, it's like Value Village. It's basically a third, a hand-me-down store, you know? I was like carrying furniture and I was cashier. And that was basically what I did there. It's a good time. Kind of roundabout. Wow, this is longer than I thought, but at least I kind of did what I wanted to do yesterday, which was semi-history of Doel. Not entire history, because that can be explained another day. But this is like working history of Doel, current situation, and you know, it's not scary either. You know, it's never too late. You decide, you make the decision, you make a very clear decision. It's not just a BA of psychology. I want a doctorate of psychology, and I know that'll take many years, but the decision's clear, and I'm taking every single step I can to make sure that's the right decision, combined with not like, I'm not just saying it and not doing it. I'm making steps to do it. I love you all. You're all amazing. Work hard. Be kind to one another. Brian also says that a lot. You're special. Okay, have a nice day, guys. Work hard. Take care. Boop.